to make a feather headband and making a feather pad to go on the headband. Just use a regular headband, such as this one. Doesn't have to be anything special or particular. For the feather pads that I make, I use easy felt, easy to cut, that's the easy part. And I don't use a pattern or anything, so that's kind of a thing I just kind of wing. No pun intended. And I just cut something in a variation of the area I would like to make it. I don't want to make it too big because it'll take us forever. But just to give you a general idea, I'll make a smaller one in relation to the headband. That's not very big. It's pretty easy to bend. And you always want to take your feathers outward of the size of your felt. And I start bending it now to get it nice and relaxed. Even though it's easy felt, you really, because of it, the thickness and the stiffness of it, you want to work it so that it gets a good bend and curve to it. You don't want it stiff as a board. And just get a good idea of where you're going to put it and start bending it onto it so that it has that curve. And we're going to take a bag of feathers, available at most craft stores, and we're using a lovely hot pink. I'm in a hot pink mood today. And we're just going to grab a couple of these out of here. They're actually different variations of pink, which will look kind of nice together. And take a hot glue gun with your new feather pad. And I'm going to start gluing at the top. And I like to cut the more thicker, coarser area of the feathers off because that makes it easier to work with later when you're putting more on top of it. Just something I prefer to do. Not everybody does it. But, so you can see here, just take a little bit of glue to your feather pad, like so, and place the feather on the pad. Real easy. Now, hope you like doing it, because you get to do it a billion times. Not literally, but it does take a while. I'll try to make it as quick and painless as possible. You basically start with a row, and by starting with a row, you just do that row, then the next row, then keep going. You can vary it. You don't have to do it that way, but it may look more neater if you do it that way. But if you're looking for a look that's not as neat and uniform, then feel free to do it in the other variation. And the concept here is to layer, layer, layer. That's what you want to do. Just keep layering until you're done. And I got mostly that layer completed. And I got this very interesting feather here that's like not fully dyed. So it's like partially white. That looks kind of neat with it. Things don't have to be perfect with me for me to like them. I like different things. Kind of shows in my personality. everybody was meant to be the same, we would have all been formed out of a cookie cutter. I don't like cookie cutters. In fact, I don't use them. I always make my cookies by hand. I like to keep it as unique as possible. So, then keep cutting the ends off here with feathers. If you want it like that, you don't have to. Putting feathers everywhere. That is the downfall about dealing with feathers. They get everywhere. When you start cutting them, feathers literally fly. And they fly all over. When I have this row done, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The variation of color. That's what a feather pad looks like. It's got some pretty colors in it, variations, which I particularly like. And also by varying the colors, you're more likely to match a pink or purple dress, or red dress even, because there is a little bit of red in there towards the end. I don't know if you can see that. But you're more likely to match with something that you have versus not if you were to do one solid color. And now what we're going to do is start flexing this a little with the feathers. If you took the hard pieces off like I did, so you know, I cut the more thicker of the veins off. When you do that, it makes it easier for it to bend. When you go to bend it like this, I start getting it flexible and ready to apply to the headband. So if you did that, you're already halfway there, because you don't got to worry about them poking out when you go to bend them. So now let's find our center. About how much glue we need. About here to here. And you always want to apply the glue to the headband and not the feather pad, because it has to adhere to the most porous of things last. And felt is pretty porous. Then again, this headband's more porous than most, but usually most headbands are plastic. And if it is a plastic, you're going to want to put it on that first. So press firmly until it starts to cool, and that'll give you a nice good hold that you won't have to worry about it falling off. Just go ahead and keep pressing and holding for a little while until it's cooled all the way. This is a cloth headband. I don't know if you can see, which I usually don't use, but I came across some and I wanted to use them. Okay, now go ahead and take a look at that. See it? Pretty, huh? Turned out nice. Go ahead and try it out. There, keep this one off. See my bangs now. There we go. What do you think? Like it? Give me a comment.